The wind gently whistles across ever-changing shades of sandstone. Colors adjust themselves to the movement of the sun as it makes its way across the ancient Jordanian sky. Sounds of the unseen hand of nature that has sculpted the rock into an awesome, breathtaking adventure. Centuries of moving water flowing through the soft rock, penetrating ever downward through the earth's crust. A natural flow, but as though with a strange and mysterious purpose. Whispering sands blowing through the canyons carved by wind and rain, caressing the stone into wild, fantastic shapes and vast chasms. The Bible called it Sela. The ancient Nabatean tribe who built a city within called it Rekmu. Today it is called Petra, a monumental rock-cut civilization that expands the imagination far beyond the scope of modern technology and knowledge. For Petra traces its beginning 7 centuries before Christ, a place that translated means the rock, a place that truly is a rock of ages. This hidden Nabatean city is located in southern Jordan through a mile-long canyon that can be reached on foot or by horse. Weathered rocks rounded by time lead the way into another world, a valley dominated by sheer cliffs that reach higher and higher the further you penetrate into the heart of the mountain. A ravine that would do Indiana Jones proud, a living monument to rival anything from Hollywood's wildest imagination. The entrance alone is a journey to the center of the earth, a fantasy ride into reality, a magical, mystical experience of time travel on horseback, twists and turns that lead to the rock-cut facade of the tomb known as the treasury. At first, the mind is dazzled by the sight, awed by the brilliance of the colors and the carvings that rise out of sheer rock into perfect proportions of sculpture. Bullet holes still exist where many have attempted to release the treasure from which local legend says is still hidden within. The treasury is sheltered from the damaging winds and rains that easily weather the soft sandstone, and therefore it is the best preserved of the monuments that make up this ancient city. Petra was rediscovered in 1812 by the Anglo-Swiss explorer Johann L. Burckhardt. For centuries, the city was lost to the Western world and existed only as a legend handed down by Bedouins who lived within the region. Petra flourished as a Nabatean city for some 500 years, from the 2nd century BC to the early 4th century AD. The site was so well protected through the massive canyon entrance that a handful of men could literally hold off an entire army. The Nabateans grew from one of the many nomadic northern Arabian tribes. They became rich and powerful by controlling the caravan routes that carried trade in 2 directions to Arabia and to Egypt. Operating from their impregnable base and utilizing adept control of the camel as a means of transportation, the Nabateans dominated a vast area that caused great concern for the Roman Empire. It was not until the Emperor Trajan was able to triumph by cutting off the water supply to the city that the Nabateans were driven out and the Romans able to take over. Today, Petra exists as one of the great natural and man-made wonders of the world, yet it goes largely unknown. So vast is the area of this archaeological wonder that it should be explored in no less than 2 days, and even today many of the tombs are still occupied, and often the cliffs echo with the sound of the flocks of goats that live within. Life much as it was over 2,000 years ago. In the evening, fires dot the darkness, and songs can be heard as the sound makes its way through the valley across the rocks, following that same natural path carved by water, wind, and the sands of time. The glory of Petra is now but a memory, a fabled and mighty hidden city that was lost and almost forgotten, a place of wonderment and awe. Petra is truly one of the great achievements of mankind, a place that rivals the likes of Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, and the pyramids. Petra is worth a visit in and of itself, and the glory lives again in southern Jordan, veiled by giant red mountains and weathered stone. This is the story of a departed race, an advanced civilization that still exists in this 20th century as a place of inspiration and wonder, a symbol carved in the stone, where time stands still and whispering sands tell tales of the Arabian Nights.